Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs, and this is Gundam Battle Operation, and this is Situation Battle Mode. This is the Zeonic front scenario, and I am in the Gundam Mudrock, the most expensive thing on the Federation side. Got together last night with Avocado Zala, Seraphic Zero, Phantom, and Varia, and we had a pretty good time with this. Some of the advantages of this mode are that... I mentioned it before, but in case you missed it, none of your equipment or metals matter. You have a set mobile suit cost, you have a set, and you don't know which mobile suit you're going to use when you start. You pick a side, and beyond that, you don't get any control over what you're going to do. So I had no idea I was going to be in the Gundam Mudrock, which is, a very expensive and powerful support type, and I use it okay-ish. I'm out of practice. You'll see me fumbling the weapon cycling a lot, because I have not done this in forever. But luckily I was at least paying enough attention to my radar to see that Dom come up behind us. But I need to mind my beam rifle shots a little better. But I did enough damage to get an assist there, that's something. And Avocado, he, I think, got like the base gem with beam spray gun, so he elected to take I think it's Magella, it's Magella attack tanks on this stage. He elected to take one of those instead of the mobile suit he was assigned. I've seen that happen a lot, especially on the 8th MS team stage, where if people don't want the gun tank mass production type, which is very, of course, vulnerable to goofs, they will instead take the tanks on the stage. So I'm pretty much overrun, and I am expensive, so this is bad. I'm trying to take out, and did, the Zaku heavy weapons, because it can keep me pinned down. And as it turns out, Mudrock does a lot of damage to that. Mudrock basically does a lot of damage to everything, you just have to time it right, which I was not doing so well. I did it. I was at least smart enough to wait for him to get up this time, and trying to boost quasi-unpredictably, didn't get it done, but got him. But yeah, this stage is, of course, based on the PS2 game Zeonic Front, which is a squad-based shooter with a lot of planning that you can do. It's an interesting design, and I was never any good at it, and also it didn't help that my brother played it first. We had one memory card at the time. There, it turned out there was a system file that dictated what mobile suit you had available, and so he used cheat codes, and I had a lot of stuff I was trying not to use, and it was a mess. So I never did really get the Zeonic Front experience, but it was very well received by Gundam people I knew. As you can see, I am screwing up my weapon cycling left and right here. It is just, I am so out of practice, especially with the Mudrock, and I am not doing so hot. But this mode is great. In case you missed what the deal is with this mode, Situation Battle Mode is a mode where you have no control over anything but what faction you're going to play. You don't get to control the mobile suits. You get randomly assigned mobile suits. You get randomly assigned, what level they are, what type, etc. So, and none of your pilot medals count. So you have no control over anything. And it's great because, just FYI, like the other day, Bandai released a bulletin saying that yes, they know people have been hacking the game to give themselves better custom part capacity. So if someone's been doing ridiculous damage to you, who knows how long that's been going on. So that, if you've been taking ridiculous damage and you never seem to be able to match it, that may be why. Or they may just be really good with paid parts, but either way, Situation Battle Mode solves all those problems. So, Situation Battle Mode is great. And, I'm trying to Mudrock here. I get a few good shots in, but I'm just out of practice, like I said. And I just nailed Zero square in the back. That tell, in case you haven't played in a while, is sorry, so it's something you'll want to know. And I missed that shot by a mile. got the Dom, but the Dom is empty. They are planting a bomb at our base, and somehow I managed to miss that Zaku 1 was a Zaku 1. I thought it was something on our side, because I'm apparently an idiot. And I keep missing all my beam rifle shots. I also missed that tank wasn't on our side, which was a costly mistake. At least for a moment. As much damage as that rifle does, if I were smart, I'd keep aiming for center mass and not feet. But I'm playing support, and support means you hit the feet, so I, kept doing that. Again, foolish, but the Mudrock's rifle does great damage, but it does not stun. But yeah, if I'd been aiming for the chest there like I should have, I would have knocked that down. And here, I fire a half second too early. And they stun me, but my teammates get it stunned long enough for me to shoot it down. But yeah, we had originally intended, Guang Star was setting this up, and I shot the wrong tank because, again, idiot. Guang Star had set this up, and there were originally, supposed to be some more people with us. I'm told Dangerous Lee 1986 and Lord Antonius and Ozur's Cry were possibly going to be there, but it didn't work out. Guang had something to do. Lordy got home right as we were finishing up. So, it looks like we're going to try again for the same time next Friday. So, hopefully we'll all get to play together again, because this is a lot of fun. And another nice thing about Situation Battle is, because there's no jockeying over who has, trash mobile suits, because that was always one of the biggest problems. Wasn't that a nice double stun? That was always one of the biggest problems, is that you'd get into a room and there would always be players criticizing your mobile suit choice or your accessory choice or whatever. And, people would leave the room in droves if they didn't approve of what you were piloting. This solves that too. So, basically, if a room is up, everybody jumps for it, and we were idle for maybe a minute between the rounds that we recorded, with the exception of when Varia and Phantom had to head out, and the rest of us switched to our alternate accounts. So, that took a little longer, but yeah, if you start this with a full side, if you start with a room that's just about ready to go, you will have people. I probably should have gotten back into my Mudrock about now, but I didn't want to risk getting killed on my way to it and leaving it a sitting duck, because it was a close round. I was trying, to do what I could with the time that was left, but it just didn't work out, so. But we came very close. We would have lost by a significantly smaller amount if I hadn't gotten killed right there, but we it was a close round, and we did far better that night, so you will see those in the next few days. I've got 6 videos, some of which I play really poorly in, but some of which I do okay. So I'm going to post them all, because they're probably worth posting. And I'm just happy that Situation Battle is a thing, it's available, and we're actually all able to play it, because it's great. So if you haven't signed into Gundam Battle Operation for a while, give it a try, because this is really, really enjoyable. So, yeah, so we did pretty well. We enjoyed it. If there is a current promo, I'm not sure what it is. There's a picture of Gado's Gelgug on the front screen, but I'm not sure if that's the deal. I think the Situation Battles might be the current promo, though that says something about drops, so who even knows? Maybe you get additional drops right now. But at any rate, that is going to do it for today. And incidentally, the rumors of the game closing, as far as I know, are false. That's the Chinese version. So we will be back soon with more. So everybody take care and have fun. Later.